Just imagine being 7 years old and you've just returned to in-person school, but you've been separated from your best friend, so you can't see her or play with her. What would recess look like? What would lunch look like? Well, in this video, Wisdom Coach Delia shares how she helped this 7-year-old girl look at this situation in a different way, to find ways to continue seeing her best friend while building the confidence to meet new friends as well. These are skills that will last her a lifetime. Meet Wisdom Coach Delia Rusu.
I've had the honor to work with a lot of children one-on-one and to help them develop confidence and self-esteem and to help them, feel better when they go back to school. One particular case and story that I want to share, if we have time, is with a young girl who was, because of COVID protocols, she is a 7-year-old girl, and she was separated from her friend at recess. They were eating together, they were playing together, and they were cohorts in school. So her friend was in a different cohort than her. And the protocols dictated that some kids are going to play on the pavement, some kids are going to play on the grass, and they are not supposed to interact with each other. So imagine a 7-year-old having to deal with understanding why she's not allowed to, like, just seeing her friend probably 2-3 steps from her, not being, allowed to play with her. But we are all in wisdom coaching about him regardless the challenges. And this is a huge challenge that even adults, try to wrap their heads around, but we need to empower our children to, to go through this. And what I did working with this young girl was to help her look at the situation from an empowering perspective. So in Adventures in Wisdom, we have the power shifting skill, and we talk about how can I see things differently? What is good about this? How can I is there another perspective that maybe I'm not seeing? And I can go into the details about the story, but long story short, it is about Wyatt the Wise Wizard tells the kids that they can wear their imaginary power goggles every day and deal with any challenge. And we talked about this. We actually had an activity in which we created power goggles for her to remember that even though she doesn't wear those power goggles at school every day, she can mentally be prepared and see things from a different perspective. And another thing that we worked on in terms of confidence, and we have a skill book in the Adventures in Wisdom program that helps kids build confidence. It's called Canville and Cantville, was for her to stretch out of her comfort zone. And again, I know it's hard. I know it's difficult not to be playing with your friend, but what can we do about it? How can we maybe there's another way to meet your friend? And in talking with her mom, we figured out that she could be seeing her friend outside of school with precautions in place. At school, what she can do? Well, there could be other kids that you can play with. Have you thought of that? But she was so focused on her only friend that this thing didn't even occur to her. So we talked about, you could be, that could be an option for you to make new friends, which she was pretty shy about. But I encouraged her to go and talk to, there were 2 girls that seemed like a little bit more friendly from what she was telling me. She went and talked to them and said hi. And she ended up making 2 new friends, and she ended up being able to play with those 2 girls and to, eat with them. We did some role play to help her figure things out. It was just an amazing moment for me as well to experience this shift in her thinking, only at 7 years old. Like, it's just amazing the skills that once we make this available to kids, once we just share that they exist, magic happens.
Do you want to learn how you can help kids too? Just visit adventuresinwisdom.com, and there you can sign up for a free coaching story and learn how you can get started as a life coach for kids.